Yo, what's up guys, Surgical Goblin here and welcome to this new episode. In today's video, I will be sharing, in my opinion, the best deck for double elixir, and I will be playing with that deck in the double elixir tournament. I'm not that far though, I'm only at 1 win, so I'm 1-0 so far. I will be probably doing like 3 or 4 matches depending like how quick they go. In double elixir, sometimes with this deck, like for example the first match, I actually 3-crowned my opponent within like the first minute or like 1 minute and a couple of seconds. But anyways guys, this is the deck, so in my opinion it's actually a really solid deck, just because the defense is so solid. Like of course the offense as well, but the defense is so solid against beatdown decks, against cycle decks, against bridge spam decks, even against, for example, decks like 3 Musketeers with Minion Horde. Like of course we can struggle, like for sure, because we don't really have a big spell, but just the power of like the freeze, the barbell is just insane, like on defense, but especially in combination with like Tornado, Ice Wizard, Tornado Baby Dragon, Inferno Dragon against like tank decks. And with double elixir, like we can even cycle those units. Like we can cycle, for example, like Ice Wizard really quick, Bowlers really quick, I don't know, whatever. And then of course like the Graveyard on offense, especially if our opponent doesn't have a poison. The Graveyard is of course a really solid win condition. If he does have a poison, often we need to kind of like stack units and then, for example, break through, like kind of forcing him to poison like all the units, like for example 2 Baby Dragons, Bowler, or like Ice Wizard, Bowler, Baby Dragon, and then like a Graveyard. So he kind of needs to pick like who to poison. But anyways, so yeah, I think enough talking guys, let's hop into the first match. Hopefully the mic is good, by the way. I have been struggling a little bit with the mic quality, but I think like this is well, not necessarily perfect, but at least like, yeah, better than before. Let me know in the comment section down below if it's better than before. But looks like our opponent starts off with a wizard, so let's give him a thumbs up and let's give him a good luck. I guess I will respond with my Ice Wizard. Looks like he also has a princess, so far it's kind of looking like a random deck, to be honest. But let's see guys, so let's actually have the barbell ready. I guess I can go with my barbell right now, and then let's actually go in for a graveyard. Okay, so it looks like he goes in with his goblin gang, so I'll actually freeze his goblin gang and his giant skeleton over there, just because this way like the baby dragon will be able to take it out, and we're actually able to deal a lot of damage to the tower. So of course, like in single elixir, I would never make a play like this, but of course right now with double elixir, shouldn't even have to worry about the counter push. And as you guys see, there's basically no counter push. With the barbell, we'll be able to completely kill all the units. So let's actually go in for another graveyard. Looks like he decides to support his giant skeleton with a goblin gang, so I guess this time I will not freeze. This time I will rather focus on defense. So let's go with a defensive border guys. Looks like we actually are able to take down his left side tower, even with without using the freeze. So let's see what we can do. We might actually end up 3-crowning this guy. Not sure though, so let's actually cycle with the Ice Wizard. Looks like he also has the Inferno Tower. Let's then go with a barbell for his wizard. Not sure if that is a good play. Let's actually go with Inferno Dragon over here. Looks like he goes with his giant skeleton, so let's go with a border again and let's see what we can do guys. So Ice Wizard will be able to get a little bit of chip damage on the right side, but of course nothing too special. Looks like he decides to look and he decides to clone, so not sure if that will actually reach the tower. Looks like one of them actually did, so that was actually really well played on his part with the clone over there. So he has a really strange deck guys, for sure a random deck. Inferno Tower, Giant Skeleton, and then Goblin Gang. Let's actually go in for a freeze over here, hitting the tower and hitting the Goblin Gang. Baby Dragon looks onto the tower, and of course a few of the skeletons will be able to get some chip damage. Let's actually go with a barbell on the wizard. He might even go with a princess there. Looks like he doesn't. Looks like he actually decides to go with fire spirits. Let's go with a prediction Ice Wizard for his princess. Don't really want him to be able to get some free chip damage, so let's go with a bowler. This time I will place my bowler a little bit higher, because of course I don't want the same to happen as last time. Let's then cycle with a baby dragon into the right side, preparing for a push, like preparing for a graveyard. There you go. Let's go with a graveyard right now, and let's then go with a barbell for the Inferno Tower. Let's actually have the freeze ready. Hopefully, actually he gives us a really good freeze, hitting the wizard, or the wizard, the 2 towers, and of course like this way the graveyard will be able to stack up. Baby dragon is still there, Ice Wizard is there. Let's go with another baby dragon guys, and let's prepare for another graveyard. Still a little bit of time. I think we might actually be able to 3-con him. Let's go with a graveyard right now. Let's then go with a barbell, and then let's prepare the freeze. As soon as we have enough elixir, I will be able to freeze. Let's see what he drops. Looks like I will be able to freeze the tower and the princess, so let's see what we can do. Probably actually should have frozen the Inferno Tower, but doesn't matter guys, we will be able to pick up the 3 crowns. So let's give him a good game, give him a well played, and let's give him a thumbs up. So definitely pretty easy match for the first one, kind of like a really strange like off meta deck. So we're 2-0 right now. Looks like we are able to collect a rare token, so let's hop into the second match guys. 2-0 so far, so I think I will do 3 more matches, well excluding this one 2 more matches, but including this one 3 more matches after this, because the first one was kind of easy and kind of a random deck. So let's give it a thumbs up and let's give it a good luck. So it looks like we start off with graveyard, bowler, barbell, excuse me, freeze, and then next card is the tornado, and then next card is the baby dragon. So let's respond with a bowler into his knight. Looks like he also goes with minions. So I'll actually go with a defensive barbell. Let's then go with a defensive baby dragon. He actually gets a great fireball. I shouldn't have put my... Oh, well, looks like he also goes with a freeze. So let's actually go with a tornado. And let's then go with an ice wizard. So I for sure shouldn't have put my baby dragon like close to the bowler. Definitely really aggressive on his part though. So let's go in with a graveyard. Let's then go with a barbell to tank. And let's have the freeze ready. Not sure if he has something. Okay, so yeah, he does have minions. And we actually cycle back to our tornado. So let's go with a tornado onto the miner to activate the king tower. Look at the skeletons from the graveyard. Look at the barbarian. Looks like he was actually forced to freeze in defense, which is of course perfect for us. So let's go with another bowler in defense, guys. Look at the bowler even getting some chip damage. Looks like he does go with another miner. He might actually fireball here, so I don't want to give him value or anything. Let's go with a graveyard again. Let's then go with a barbell to tank, and let's see if he goes with his minions. Looks like he does, so let's again go with a freeze. Maybe a little bit of an overcommitment actually, but it doesn't really matter, especially because we have so much elixir to work with. So let's see, guys. Let's have the baby dragon ready in defense for the minions. Let's first make sure we catch his miner. No, looks like we didn't catch it, but anyways, that's fine. The king tower is already activated, so we won't even take that much damage. Looks like he decides to go with a fireball. So let's go with a graveyard. Let's then go with a bowler to tank. And even if he goes with minions, we still should be able to deal a lot of damage. Looks like he also has a mini P.E.K.K.A. So he has Knight, Ice Golem, mini P.E.K.K.A, minions, and then like a minor fireball deck. So actually really interesting. He decides to switch lanes over here. Not sure if he's giving up or I don't know what he's trying to do. He'll probably freeze. Okay, I shouldn't Ice Wizard because right now the mini P.E.K.K.A actually one-shot it. So I'm kind of forced to still tornado it. And the mini P.E.K.K.A might still be able to get a hit. No, looks like it wasn't able to get a hit. So the tornado was definitely good. Ice Wizard wasn't that good though. But let's see. So let's go with a graveyard. Let's go with a bowler to tank in the middle. And looks like he wastes his minions again onto the baby dragon. So not sure if I should freeze here even. No, looks like it's not even needed. Let's go with a baby dragon. He might go with his own freeze, so I'll actually send a defensive barbell. Probably not even needed. I could just probably ignore it anyways, like we have 2 towers. No way he will be able to take down the other tower as well. And I think this is a good game. Looks like still 30 seconds left though, so still a little bit of time. Let's actually prepare the graveyard right now, and let's then go with a bowler into the left lane, just because he already used his ice golem. He won't be able to distract it that easily, and he still needs to spend a lot of elixir onto the miner. Or onto the tower with the miner, with the fireball. So let's go in for a freeze, guys, and I think this will be another 3 count. SCIC will be able to 3 count another one, so let's give him a good game. Let's give him a wall plate, and let's give him a thumbs up. So 2 matches so far, 6 crowns. Let's try to get 2 more matches and 6 more crowns. That would actually be insane if we managed to get all 3 crowns in this episode. But let's see, guys, let's collect the gold real quick, and let's then hop into the 3rd match. So as you can see, this deck is super solid, guys. Just cycles so quick, and the defense is just so solid. But then like the offense as well, like even if they have poison, still should be able to outcycle their poison. Of course, if we're up against like a really quick minor poison cycle deck, it will be hard. But looks like our opponent actually starts off with Golem. So Golem will be an interesting matchup. Let's see if he has... Okay, so looks like he actually decides to go with Mean Horde. So I will for sure go with a freeze over there, just because he spent quite a lot of elixir onto the Golem. Looks like we will be able to take down the left side tower, and right now we need to focus on defense. So let's see, guys. Looks like he will go with a miner onto this lane. So for sure I will defend the left side, of course. Looks like he actually decides to go with his 3 musketeers. So let's go with an tornado barbell. Not sure if that was actually good. Looks like it wasn't that good. I'll actually take the damage on the left side, I think. No, let's go with the ice wizard. Still a lot of damage onto the left side, but we should be kind of even like on damage on both lanes. Looks like he also has a Sparky, so Sparky, 3 musketeers, Mean Horde, Golem deck. Let's go in with a graveyard. Let's go in with a baby dragon. Why with the graveyard first? Just because I wanted to make sure that the Sparky is distracted. Let's go in for a freeze over here, guys. Looks like the Golem actually died to the Inferno Dragon. Looks like he will be going for a baby or a tornado, or excuse me, for a Mean Horde. That will be perfect for the baby dragon to go for a tornado. Looks like the baby dragon even splashed a little bit onto the tower. Inferno Dragon will look onto the tower, and look at that, guys. We'll be able to take it down. And wow, this is actually looking so good right now. So let's go with a bowler for this lane. Let's then go with a barbell for the left side. Looks like he does go with his miner, so I'm still forced to go with baby dragon onto the musketeers. Otherwise the musketeers would have killed the bowler over there. Let's go in for a graveyard over here, guys. Maybe a little bit too aggressive because I don't really have a tank or something. Let's see if he will go with his Mean Horde. Yeah, looks like there's the Mean Horde. Let's go in for a freeze. Ice Wizard is there. Bowler will be able to take care of the wizard, I think. Yeah, looks like it will be able to take care of the wizard. Look at the damage to the 3 count, to the king tower, guys, for the 3 count. And I think we might be able to 3 count him again. Let's go in for a tornado onto the musketeers. And let's then go with a Barbell again. And I think right now it's just time to go for a Graveyard. Probably Graveyard Bowler or maybe Graveyard Baby Dragon. No, I guess I would just go with a Graveyard Bowler. No way he will be able to stop this one. Even if he takes down our right side tower, still should be a good game. And as you guys see, we'll be able to take it down. So far 3 matches, 9 crowns. Let's give him a good game. Give him a well played. And let's give him a thumbs up. So as you guys see, insane deck over here, guys. Definitely really solid for double Elixir. And especially like the double Elixir tournament. Like, this deck is just, well, if I would think about it, I don't really know what hard counters it. As I said, of course I could, for example, struggle against like 3 Musketeers main horde, but then still, we have Tornado, we have Freeze, we have Bowler, we have Barbell. We just have such a solid defense that even if, like, their deck, like, kind of counters us, well, normally, like, in my opinion, 3 Musketeers, like, beat this type of deck, like, in single Elixir, like, when they get a huge Elixir advantage with the collectors. But in this case, like, we already have double Elixir right away, so I feel like we can just, yeah, punish that quite easily. And then at the same time, like, we'll just be able to consistently defend, like, both lanes. So it looks like he does have a rocket, pretty good rocket. No, actually not a good rocket at all. He completely missed. He tried to hit both of them. Looks like he's saying, wow, not sure if he lagged over there, but let's actually go with a Barbell to help kill the knight. Let's then go with a Graveyard. Looks like our opponent actually has elite barbarians. Looks like he also goes in with minions. So not sure if I should freeze over here. No, okay, actually I will go for freeze. I think it's a really bad freeze though. Yeah, looks like only 3 skeletons. Actually the skeletons spawned pretty good. They spawned onto the wizard and onto the elite barbarian. So let's go with an Ice Wizard in defense. Looks like he's going again for another set of E-Barbs. Actually raged up. Let's go with a Barbell, or yeah, let's go with a Barbell. Let's go with a Tornado, and let's go with a Baby Dragon on defense. Let's then go with a Graveyard. So again, like pretty, yeah, random player over here, guys. But anyways, let's go in for the Graveyard. Let's have the freeze ready. I think I'll actually freeze the tower and the minions rather than the wizard. Even though the wizard is definitely a really solid counter, still was able to get some chip damage. Not sure if that was if that freeze was worth it though. But let's see. Let's go in with an Barbell. Let's go in with a Tornado again, guys. Let's see if we're able to defend this one. Looks like we should be able to defend it quite easily with the help of the Ice Wizard, with the help of the Tornado and the Barbell, and of course, like as well, the tower. So let's see, guys. Not sure if I should okay, so I think I actually can go with a Graveyard right now. I was about to say, not sure if I should Graveyard over here, knowing that he has minions in cycle, but he just used the minions. So let's actually go for a Graveyard. Let's then freeze the tower and the wizard, and we should be able to get quite a lot of damage over here. Looks like he also has a skeleton army. Still quite a lot of damage though. Let's go in with a Bowler defensive. Looks like he's saying well played. Looks like he again goes with his E-Barbs raged up. Let's go with the Ice Wizard. Let's go with a Tornado. Let's go with a defensive Barbell, and we should be able to counter this one really easy. Ice Wizard will not even be touched. No, looks like it will be able to get one swing onto the Ice Wizard, but barely not touch at all. Let's go with a Graveyard again. Let's have the freeze ready. There you go. Let's go for a freeze right now, hitting the knight, hitting the tower, and of course the minions. So Bowler will be able to get some chip damage onto the wizard. Right now we do need to again prepare like for the counter push with the raged E-Barbs, but I think, yeah, so far we're not struggling at all. Looks like actually he was able to take down the tower. Let's go with a Bowler again. Let's go with a defensive Tornado, and it should be a good game, guys. He goes with minions, but we have Baby Dragon ready. Ice Wizard is still there. Looks like he's just spamming at the bridge. If needed, we could always even like freeze in defense, but yeah, as you guys see, this defense is just so solid. Let's go in with a Graveyard. Let's go in with an Ice Wizard in the middle to tank, and we should be able to oh, looks like the time is already over. Didn't even see the time. Only 2 seconds left, so let's give it a good game. Let's give it a well played, and let's give it a thumbs up. So unfortunately no 3-count here. That was actually pretty tough to break through, like the wizard, the minions, and the skeleton army. Like that was actually pretty annoying, but we were still able to defend it really well. And as you guys see, 250 star points. Actually, that's actually really nice. And I think I will just do one more match, guys. Pretty long episode so far, but already 4 matches and only 13 minutes. So let's actually try to get another 3-count here, guys, or let's see what kind of match we have. So let's give it a thumbs up, and let's give it a good luck. For sure, a lot of strange decks so far, but let's see. So we start off with Bowler, Tornado, Inferno Dragon, Barbell. So let's actually start off with a Barbell over here. Looks like he decides to set up his furnace, so I guess I can go with my Bowler to defend those. Looks like he does go with his flying machine, so I guess I will yeah, go with Inferno Dragon. Do need to watch out, of course, with some chip damage. Let's actually set up a Graveyard already. Maybe a little bit too aggressive, but then again, like we're playing double Elixir. Looks like he actually does have a poison, so definitely a pretty tough matchup over here, guys, with a P.E.K.K.A, poison, and flying machine, especially since we don't really have much against flying machine. So it looks like he does go for his flying machine. Let's actually go in with a defensive Tornado. Let's then go with a Barbell to yeah, kind of distract, but also kill the fire spirits over there. So that was actually a really solid defense. He's actually going with an Inferno Dragon Graveyard on this side. Looks like he decides to go with his P.E.K.K.A, but even if he poisons in defense, he still needs to drop something for an Inferno Dragon, and we might be able to actually yeah, deal a lot of damage. Looks like the Inferno Dragon is there. Was about to say like maybe I can even freeze, but I wasn't sure if he had Electro Wizard, so I'm glad that yeah, that we didn't freeze over here, guys. Not sure if that Tornado will actually pull the Miner. No, looks like it didn't pull. Let's go with a defensive bowler. That was actually a really bad defense on my part. We took a lot of damage over there, guys. He brought down the tower to 1430 HP, so that was definitely yeah, not that well played on my part. Here I'll actually decide to switch lanes with Baby Dragon there. Looks like he does go with his Flying Machine. He might actually go with Electro Wizard. No, looks like he decides to go with a defensive poison. P.E.K.K.A will go down, so let's go with the Ice Wizard, preparing to counter his Flying Machine, and then we should be able to... okay, so let's go with a bowler in defense. Let's have the Baby Dragon ready for his Flying Machine, and let's then prepare for our Graveyard, knowing that we for sure like outcycled his poison over here. So let's go in with the Graveyard over here, guys. Flying Machine actually locked onto the bowler. Baby Dragon full HP. Let's see what he drops for the Graveyard. Looks like he decides to go with his Electro Wizard, so let's go in for a freeze. And right now, knowing that he doesn't have poison in cycle, we should be able to get a lot of damage. And as you guys see, we'll be able to bring down the tower. Actually, take it down, I think. The Baby Dragon, one more hit. No, looks like wasn't able to get another hit, but still looking really, really solid over here, guys. We just need to freeze the tower, since freeze right now deals, I think the damage like a Zap. And Zep does 56 HP. No, looks like doesn't even, like, I don't even need to spend anything, because the Barbarian from the Barbell already took it down. So him using the poison actually opens up another Graveyard push for me. So here I'll actually apply some pressure to the left side lane with the Baby Dragon Graveyard. Let's then freeze the tower and the Electro Wizard, just making sure like we take it down. I think I should still defend the Miner, so let's actually go with an Ice Wizard defensive, like kind of slowing down the Miner. But then afterwards also we'll be tanking for the Fire Spirits over here. So as you guys see, we'll be able to take down the Fire Spirit. So let's actually go with a Bowler at the bridge. Let's go with a Barbell, and here I'll actually ignore the Flying Machine, knowing that anyways he will probably be able to take it down. But this way, like, he still spent quite a lot of Elixir on the left side, and right now we are going for a freeze. The Barb from the Barbell is still there, Graveyard is stacking up, the Bowler was there, and we will be able to take down the left side tower. So let's give him a good game, let's give him a wall plate, and let's give him a thumbs up. So awesome episode over here, guys. As you guys see, this deck is insane. In my opinion, the best deck for double Elixir. For the double Elixir tournament, but in general just for double Elixir. As you guys see, another token. So 6-0 so far. Let's see what the number one is at. Looks like the number one is actually 27 in 3. Looks like he's using a Golem Lightning deck, but for sure, like with this deck we should be able to beat Golem, just because we have such a solid defense. We could always freeze in defense, and we could always cycle back yeah, to another Inferno Dragon. Let's say, for example, Lightning's the Inferno Dragon. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Let me know if you guys yeah, are already playing in the double Elixir tournament. What is your score right now? If you guys already completed it, let me know in the comment section down below. If you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure to smack that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, feel free to subscribe, and I will see you in my next videos. Bye, guys.